Look, I know I'm mainly a movie channel, but when I woke up and I saw this leak, last couple months have been hard. It's nice to have a win. Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the episode of Side Flick. My name is Chris. We've got some movie news to discuss here. We've got a book series that you're going to remember from your childhood being turned into a movie, a biopic of one of the most famous boxers to have ever lived, and a bunch of horror movie updates provided to us from Jason Blum himself, specifically on Halloween Kills. So I'm going to need you guys to leave your opinions down below on everything we discussed today. There's no point in making these videos if you're not down there chatting with me. And don't forget to hit that like button if you're enjoying all the movie topics we discussed today. Starting off with some small movie news here, but I found really exciting because of the director attached to it. If you guys know Edgar Wright, you know the man makes quality movies. If you don't know the director, you've probably seen one of his films. He's done Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, Baby Driver, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Well, his next project just got revealed online, and I think you guys are going to like the sound of this. So Edgar Wright is now attached to adapt the book entitled The Chain. The Chain tells the story of Rachel Klein, who drops her daughter at the bus stop per usual and carries on with her date. However, a phone call from an unknown number changes everything as a woman on the line informs her that she has her daughter bound and gagged in her back seat. The only way Rachel will see her again is to follow the mystery caller's instructions exactly. Rachel must pay a ransom and find another child to abduct. This is no ordinary kidnapping, as this caller is a mother herself whose son has been taken. If Rachel doesn't do as she's told, the boy will die. That is an insane plot right there for a movie that I would definitely love to see adapted by Edgar Wright. The article here mentions that this book was going through a huge bidding war between studios, that it seems like people really wanted to make this story into reality. Not only is it crazy to get your child abducted, but the fact that the person you're talking to who has your child isn't even the main person who started this whole thing. They're a victim of their own child being abducted, and they're just trying to follow the procedure to get their own kid back. This has the potential to be something really thrilling and exciting, because when I was first reading this plot, I was like, okay, a kid gets kidnapped. I know that's horrible, but we've seen plenty of movies like that. But that little twist at the end, where several parents are involved in this chain, I think is formula for a great thriller. What do you guys think about Edgar Wright working on this film, The Chain? Do you like the premise? Moving on here to the next big biopic that'll probably be a big deal and one I really want to see. Famous boxer Mike Tyson, who, even if you don't follow sports, I have to believe you've seen this man's face at least once or twice, because even outside of boxing, the guy has had a pretty good career. You've had him pop up in The Hangover. He has his own cartoon show where he solves mysteries. Or you might famously know him as the guy who bit someone's ear off, because yeah. Well, Jamie Foxx just recently was doing an interview on Instagram Live and confirmed that he will be playing Mike Tyson in a biopic, saying exactly, it's a definitive yes. We want to show everybody evolves. Everybody comes from a good or bad place. I think everybody, young and old, will be able to understand this man's journey. And you know, not a lot of boxers out there, I think, deserve biopics. You had a great one done with Will Smith, Muhammad Ali, of course, that was a man who deserved one. Mike Tyson is a man who deserves one, but for very different reasons. I think mainly because I'm very interested to see how they tackle his controversial past with his head trauma and all the damage that was done to him during boxing, because it led him, like I said, to bite a man's ear off. That's no regular person. He's been known to have anger issues. What's it like to be a tough guy and have such a lispy voice that he does have? There's a lot going on here that I would love to see, this whole redemption story and what goes on. I just hope they don't sugarcoat it like a lot of times they do with these biopics. On the other hand of that also, I can't wait to see how Jamie Foxx bulks up for this role, because I know a lot of you are saying, Jamie Foxx is a little small to play Mike Tyson. Well, he said it himself. He's bulking up, and I feel like Jamie Foxx can do it. How do you guys feel about this Mike Tyson movie happening? Next story here is a shout out to all you 90s kids out there. That's the 90s kid call. Sorry if you're out of the 90s. You wouldn't get it. Well, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of bookworms out there cheering out, as we just learned yesterday, thanks to The Hollywood Reporter, that Animorphs, the book series, is being turned into a live-action movie. According to The Hollywood Reporter here, we have producer Eric Feig, who is also a producer on the Wrong Turn movies. Kind of an interesting choice right there. We'll be working with the Scholastic Entertainment to bring to life this book series to remind all us 90 kids why it was so fun flipping through the pages of Animorphs. Now, if you're not too familiar with Animorph, here is the main plot of the book series. It's stated here, the main plot of Animorph follows 5 teens who have the ability to morph into any animal they touch. They use their powers to fight a secret alien invasion off Earth. And I'll be straight up with you guys, even though I can spot those books a mile away because I've seen them all in the library, in the book fair, I've never opened or read a single one of those books. I just always thought it was funny looking at the pages like, oh my god, this person just turned into a horse. What the heck? And I'm sure the same goes for a lot of you out there. I am curious to hear from the people who have actually opened and read the books. Are they entertaining? Are they fun? Are they a good ride? I had no idea this was even the plot of them. These kids with powers that could turn into any animal, and then they're fighting aliens? They should have put that on the cover. Hollywood right now has had good success with these nostalgic books coming back in live action form. Of course, we have the Goosebumps books. We also have the Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark books. Those got movie adaptations and people did seem to show up to the theaters for that. So it only makes sense that a book like Animorphs that is pretty familiar with a lot of younger kids is going to be turned into a movie. I just hope they handle it well and not keep it too child friendly. I know these are children's books, so of course it is going to stay a little child friendly. But I mean, that plot alone I think has the potential to be really fun and entertaining movie. What do you fans think of Animorphs getting a live action interpretations? Will you guys be one of the people to check out this film? Moving on to some superhero movie news here. One of the superheroes that I'm most excited to get a film for is The Flash. This is a character I can't believe has not gotten a big budget superhero movie. I mean, this guy is The Flash. I would think he's as popular as can be. Nonetheless, we are set to get a Flash movie coming in the year 2022. It is being directed by Andy Muschietti, the same guy who brought us the Pennywise movies. And I'm sure we're going to be learning a lot more about this project come August 22nd at the DC Fandom. That's going to be the virtual Comic-Con that you'll be able to watch at home online. But we just recently got a confirmation of one of the biggest rumors surrounding this movie, and that is if Cyborg is going to be part of The Flash. Now, the way this information was brought to us is someone decided to DM the producer of The Flash and straight up asked them, please don't forget about Ray Fisher in The Flash, give him a cameo. And the producer decided to reply saying, obviously, confirming that we will see Ray Fisher as Cyborg once again in this Flash movie. Now, to a lot of people that might seem random to pair up Cyborg and the Flash, but for the story they're going with in this movie, which is telling the Flashpoint paradox, in where Barry Allen goes to the past, things get messed up, he returns to his future, and it's basically an apocalyptic future with alternate versions of his friends that he remembers. There's reports that we might be seeing an alternate version of Batman with an alternate version of the Joker. In the comics and the animated movie, we even get an evil version of Wonder Woman and Aquaman. But I think because The Flash will not have the budget to bring all those big stars into their movie, like if it was Justice League, they're probably only going to stick to Cyborg as the example for an alternate character who gets change when the past gets ruined. This could be a lot of fun. I wouldn't mind seeing Cyborg almost be sort of a villain to the Flash and have them fight each other. But I think since Cyborg isn't getting his movie anytime soon, this is a good way for his character to pop up in the DCU in the meantime. What do you guys think about the producer going ahead and confirming that Cyborg will be showing up in the Flash solo movie? Getting to now some horror movie news, and boy, I gotta tell you, this horror movie news kind of makes me a little upset. Not for the reasons that you think. So just the other day, the channel Fandom, which does a lot of work for the geek community, having all these Wikipedia pages for different fandoms, they held an Ask Me Anything with Jason Blum, the head of Blumhouse Studios, who's responsible for bringing us all our great horror movies. The awesome thing about these Ask Me Anythings that they do is that fans like myself are able to jump on and video chat with the actual person and ask them questions. And in this interview, Jason Blum confirmed a lot of cool information. The only thing that sucks is Fandom, for some reason, decided to hide the video and they haven't posted it yet. They confirmed that the new Paranormal Activity movie that is said to be a reboot is happening. It's moving forward. I even myself got to ask him an update on Five Nights at Freddy's, and he gave a really great answer that I would love to share, but since they didn't post the video, I can't share with you guys. You know, I'm not saying go spam them and ask them when they're going to post that video, but if y'all want a Five Nights at Freddy's update, But of course, one of the questions that came up that was obvious someone was going to ask is someone did ask him about the Halloween Kills trailer and when we'll expect to see it. Now, he was very coy with his answer, not trying to give away too much information, but he basically confirmed what we were all thinking is that the trailer is coming soon, which we've heard that a million times now, but the biggest holdup is that they just want to be 110% sure that the theaters will be open so that they can release this movie and also market it, because they don't want to give you a trailer and a date and then theaters close back down and then it's like, great, we wasted that for nothing. The most reassuring part to me about his answer was though that it's a priority for them to get it released in theaters, that they do not want it to end up on VOD. And I feel like we're still getting this trailer in the coming weeks, heck, sometime this month, because we even had actor Anthony Michael Hall, who's playing Tommy Doyle in Halloween Kills, post this on his Instagram, basically confirming that yes, we will see this trailer pop up this month. So let's just hope nothing bad happens in the next couple days and this pandemic does not get any worse and movie theaters shut back down. I mean, just today, Cinemark's finally opened in my area, and I'm thinking about going to one. I just hope that YouTube channel goes ahead and posts a video already so I can bring you guys more content. But that is just some of the movie news we have going on here right now, guys. Let me know what you thought of everything we discussed today. Make sure you hit that like button if you've made it this far. Don't forget to subscribe if you want more great movie related content. You can follow me on Twitter at 3C Film Review. As always, my name is Chris. Take care.